Think about this. Every time you type a document, edit a photo, watch a video, or use an app on your phone, you are using software. But do you really understand what's powering all of that? Welcome back. As we continue on this, our IC3 GS6 journey, we are now moving into something you interact with every single day, which is a software. In this lesson on fundamental software concept, we will break down the different types of application programs that help you work, create, and communicate. From word processing and spreadsheets to graphic design, video editing, and presentation, we will explore the tools that power productivity and creativity. We will also look at web apps and mobile apps, the software you use on the go every day, usually on your phones. By the end of the lesson, you won't just be using software, but you will understand it. Let's dive in. Objective 1.3 looks at how you can explain fundamental software concepts. And mind you, we're only dealing with the level 1 of technology basics. So it's all about knowing stuff. And we are aware from our previous lessons that hardware are the physical parts of the computer, and we know they are powerful, but software is what makes them useful. So the operating system helps us use the hardware and programs, and we said the operating system is the boss that coordinates all of these. So it lets us do many things like write documents. So if you want to create a document, you need a software for that. If you want to make charts, there is a software to that. If you want to solve problems, shop online, or edit videos, we have softwares or applications for that. On our phones, we have apps that remind us of appointments or help us find our way when roads are blocked. That is, if we're talking about Google Maps. So some software is installed directly on a computer, while we've got cloud-based software which runs on the internet and can be used from anywhere once you have a good internet connection and you have your web browser to tap into that. So we come down to application programs which are specific for a particular purpose, and it works with your computer and it should meet certain hardware requirements. So we have what we call specification. Maybe your processor speed is i5, i7, maybe running at 3.5 gigahertz and all of that. So certain software would require that you have a minimum random access memory and minimum disk space before you can install that. So you need to bear that in mind. So programs can be free or costly. So pick ones that fit your tasks and what budget. So we've got productivity programs will help you create documents, charts, videos, and music or websites. So always compare programs to find the best fit for what you need. Okay, some you pay for it, some it's free. So we have word processing, the almighty word processing, Microsoft Word. We've got Google Docs. So all these are used to create documents. And please don't just limit yourself to typing and printing, because creating professional looking document will go beyond you just typing and printing stuff. No. So since IC3 is the starting point and you want to delve deeper, then you can look at the Microsoft Office Specialist, where you look at Word and Word Express. And I've got some videos on my YouTube channel that will help you understand the tabs, the groups, and the dialog box launches. So you can add pictures, you can add tables and charts. So popular programs include Word, WordPerfect, Pages for Mac, which help you to make letters, newsletters, flyers, and more. So these are some of the stuff that you can do with a word processing software. Now we come to spreadsheets. It helps you create, calculate, organize and visualize data with charts and word graphics. So they are used for tracking numbers, grades, or expenses. So popular programs include Microsoft Excel and Google Sheets, which let you work with others online in real time. And I've used Spreadsheets, Excel, and Microsoft Word to create terminal report system for schools. So you just need to understand the program and leverage it for your work. And I've got some videos on YouTube which you can look at how you use these two programs to make something productive for your organization. And I've got videos solely on Excel explaining tabs, groups, dialog box launches. So do all to check that out. Then we also have the graphic design and image editing. So graphic design uses colors, words, and images to share ideas. So programs like Adobe Illustrator make logos, Photoshop, edit photos, Windows Photo Viewer fixes small issues, and Paint 3D lets you draw or add 3D, effects. So we will explore these programs into detail as we move from level 1 to level 2 to level 3, where you become a master in that field. So there's a comprehensive program. Just take and stay whilst I guide you through how you should learn, how you should master, and how you can get certified. Okay, and there are other programs, Adobe Photoshop Associate. So we've got programs like that on Certiport. So IC3 is the starting point for all. So get that and you will never forget it or regret it, I beg your pardon. Then we have video editing, which lets you cut, rearrange, and add effects or captions to videos. So if you cannot afford, we have Windows Movie Maker, including Adobe Premiere Pro, Sony Vegas Pro, and iMovie. So some apps work on phones but have fewer features. And the advent of these, TikTok, Instagram, they do have some nice features where you can just edit your video online within the app. So there's an example of it. And we've got tons of, loads of videos on the internet where people teach you how to use them. So learning is not that difficult in our era. Then we've got presentation. So help you share information using slides. So the thing you see on your screen, I use PowerPoint to design it and added animation and some effects so that at least it pops up as and when I want to talk about it. So you can learn about this, get deeper into it, where the Microsoft Office Specialist, program on PowerPoint 365. Then I can guide you to get certified through the use of the Gmetrics skills management system. And very simple, easy. You can stay at home, work it through. We meet online, we can discuss it and move forward. So you use animations, you use transitions to make, presentation look lively and exciting, incorporate a bit of some pictures, videos, and all of that. Okay. So with these programs, you can create things like award certificate. Yes, you can. School project and photo slideshows to share your ideas clearly and work creatively. So that's PowerPoint for you and what you can do with it. It's enormous. And we also have our web apps. So on your phone, you can have Word on it, Excel 365, PowerPoint 365. Then whatever you do within the web app is automatically saved. So like Google Drive, you go to your drive, you create a document. So as you type in, it is being saved into the cloud. Then you can easily retrieve it once you log in or sign into your account on another computer system. And it helps when you want to collaborate with others and work with others in real time. So you get to know all of that. So you have your Google, the app launcher or the apps button, then you have access to all of these, tools available to you in the cloud. Then you can go to my drive, you want to create a folder, you want to create a document, sheet, Google Slides, Google Forms, and many more. Yeah. Then our web or mobile apps, which I've talked about. So if you're using Android, you go to Play Store for your Android apps. If you are using iPhones, you go to App Store for your apps. You download it, you use it, and hey, you're happy, good to go. So most devices already have the apps to access their default store pre-installed. Yes, so once you have an Android phone, you already have Google Play Store. If you've got an iPhone, you've got the App Store. So whatever app you need, you download, you install, then use it on the fly. So that's pretty much it. If you want to learn more about the IC3 Digital Literacy Certification Program, do want to go to certipod.com/IC3, and you want to learn more about what I do, you go to fitgh.net. So that's a wrap for this lesson. It's bite-sized training, and please do not limit yourself to what I'm teaching here. You should have a curious mindset, a growth mindset, and go beyond what I have pointed out in this lesson. Research, read more about it. Maybe I talked about something, it didn't sit well with you. I'm sorry about that. But you can do a bit of research and reach out to me for, me to elaborate. Okay? Thank you. God bless. But if you've not subscribed or followed, do so and share this with a friend. Just help a brother out. Yeah?